Hey guys, it's NHL 17. We got a little NHL 16 gameplay going in the background. And today we're going to talk a little bit about a Q&A that EA Sports kind of did. I'll explain in a minute. We have Wild versus Blackhawks in the background. But first, a pretty big piece of news, obviously the Gordie Howe death. People were petitioning for Gordie Howe to be on the cover of NHL 17. Now, the thing is, I think it is too late. That's the only problem with this. I would love to see it, of course. See a historic figure like him be on the cover, but it might be too late at this point. So on June 22nd, we're going to find out whether it's going to be Pavelski or Tarasenko. But fans, we're making a petition to put him on the cover. So anyway, the point of the video, I just thought I would bring that up. So the point of the video is EA Sports. They did this for NHL 16. Now they're doing it again for NHL 17. They did Ask EA Sports NHL, it's called. And it's a part of their website where you get to ask them questions. And you get to ask the production and development staff questions about the game. And you get answers right from them. So, type your questions online and they will answer you. So there's a boatload of questions now. I'm just gonna read them off just in case these might answer some of your questions for the game. So there's lots of questions that were asked, and here's a whole bunch of them. And I mean, if these were questions that you were wondering about, then there you go. So the first batch of questions and answers have been released, and they also talk about information about the game's first trailer, and things like EASHL, Ultimate Team, and gameplay. It comes out in the fall, release date will be coming soon. Alright, so the first question was, has skating been improved? And now this was a very detailed answer. So they said, skating has been improved in lots of ways. We looked at the responsiveness and pivots, ability to interrupt a pivot when it physically makes sense, ensuring that proper momentum and acceleration is consistent across all turning, deking, protecting the puck, etc., which makes the puck carrier's agility more realistic. We also worked a lot on facing angles and the control you have on defense to angle puck carriers. Specifically looking at the angles and speeds you can take to crossovers before having to rotate your hips. You'll also notice that you can step out and accelerate in a new direction like you can from a stop at speeds that makes it physically possible, rather than having to take a longer pivot out to convert your momentum like you do at high speeds. So obviously, a very detailed answer there from EA Sports, and if you want to see that in written form, I have the site below where I got the information from, and all rights go to them. Alright. Will new goalie AI accompany the new animations? Yes, and adding new blocking saves, the goalie saves mechanics have been updated as well. So goalies will move their body into shots rather than making a limb-based save, which ultimately made them more vulnerable to be beat. They also know how to stay tighter on their post when the puck is down low and passes and shots are coming in tight to the net. Alright, can you talk about crease battles and cross crease goals from last year? Yes, well, you looked at one of the main issues for defenders. It was the ability to tightly mark a player in front of the net or on the weak side. Last year, there was a big focus on getting defensive deflections and interceptions right, but this year we really wanted to focus on that close defending of a player. With net battles and extended stick lifts, you're given tools to tie up a player in front of the net so that you can take the goal side position and move them out from screening your goalie, tie up their stick, or simply get in the way of them making a play. Alright? And somebody just asked the producers, what am I talking about? The staff, what are they most excited about for NHL 17? In my role, I'm actually most excited about the complete package that we're delivering. Seeing all of the individual features that started off as designs on paper and come to life the way they have is really what excites me. That said, if I had to pick one thing, aside from gameplay, the amount of customization options that we've added this year is probably the thing I'm most excited about. Right, this was a long question with a shorter answer. So here's the question. I know cross-ice passes work in the NHL, but this past year it seemed on a little bit of the ridiculous side within the NHL 16 series, definitely. Will there be an enhancement with the AI to stop a better number of cross-ice passes. Give it of course their stats warrant good defensive behavior. Thank you again for everything your team does and look forward to the new enhancements coming for this year. Okay. Great to hear. We are also excited for everyone to get their hands on the new game. We have focused both on the new mechanics for net battles and defensive AI assignments away from the puck to tighten up coverage against players parked in front of the net on the side. Will there be a defensive skill stick? No, there won't be. Knowing that we needed a way to tightly mark a player in front, we focused on the addition of net battles and extended stick tie-ups. Through discussions with the community, the game changers, and internally there will be ideas on how a defensive skill stick can work. But at this point there isn't a plan on how it would compromise other controls in one way or another. In theory, having more control is always better, but we want to ensure if we go down that path, it is ultimately able to achieve that goal without taking control away elsewhere. Alright, that's good. That makes sense. I don't know if that's EA just coming up with a bunch of BS because they're lazy, but they came up with a pretty good response. I'll give them that. Are there any new leagues? NHL 17 will have the inclusion of ECHL in the game. We are very excited to have them be a part of the franchise. Will there be GM connected? No, there will not be. Is there going to be any authentic jerseys for the national teams in NHL 16? Well, with the addition of World Cup of Hockey, we're very excited to have the authentic international jerseys and all of the players fully available in NHL 17. One of the cities we can select in a creative team and relocation feature house for franchise mode. I was particularly wondering. Oh, that's a nice fight. Okay, 2-0 Minnesota. Look at that. All right, so we have 15 plus locations for our relocation feature that you could choose as potential new homes for your franchise. All right, that's definitely a start. For create a team, there are hundreds of cities and countries you could choose from when creating a team. So I'm assuming, they didn't say this, but I'm assuming the places like Seattle, Vegas, they would be accepted. Quebec certainly would definitely be interested in getting an NHL team. So we'll probably be able to move to those places. Will it be coming for PC? No, it will not. Can you create your own team in NHL 17? Yes, you can create a team in NHL 17, leveraging the most robust customization package that we've ever had. Let's see, will there be some kind of mode dealing with expansion? We will not have any modes that deal with expansion. As it is on every hockey fan's mind, we are looking forward to see what the NHL does in terms of expansion for the league, and then we will proceed from there with our NHL partners. Is there any way you could bring back custom logos and custom jerseys for EASHL? I miss making my club unique compared to others. Yes, we are really excited for people to get in and try our new Creation Zone features. EASHL Progression opens up the ability to really customize your team's brand and identity with a wide variety of logos and jersey, pant, and sock styles. The customization doesn't stop there, though. This year, we also give the ability to customize your arena. Everything from the color of your board trim all the way to the goal song. That's going to be cool. And spotlight effects to take over the arena when you score. We're all going to see lots of unique team identities this year with all that customization has to offer. That's going to be cool. Making up your goal song, that's going to be nice. Are there going to be better ways to earn HUT coin? Sorry about that. Will there be mid-season negotiations with players? You'll not be able to negotiate mid-season with players. There's something that we are looking for our future iterations. Alright. Are there going to be better ways to earn coins in HUT this year? Like solo challenges or better set completion awards. For NHL 17, we look at gameplay rewards and made some challenges that should increase the amount of coins the average player earns. In addition, the new dynamic sets feature in HUT will allow you to trade in unneeded albums for your collection. Will ESHL have custom goal horde songs chants? ESHL will have a large library of goal hordes to choose from as well as goal songs. Chants is something we haven't thought about. We have thought about, but hasn't made its way to NHL 17. So most likely that should be for the future, but the chants would be cool. Alright. Looks like NHL 17 has relocation. I pumped. The users get to customize jerseys, colors, names, etc. The location cities already have team suggestions of jersey and logos. Players will get to fully customize their jerseys, colors, names, and look more at the new city they relocate to. We are excited to see the different designs and looks that our players create. Will we get coaches' challenges in the game this year? There will not be coaches' challenges in the game, but it's something we'll look at moving forward. To properly execute coaches' challenge is a feature we would essentially need to fabricate wrong or missed calls, which fans would have then needed to recognize. We'll need to get more feedback from fans on this before adding it. Have you improved to be a GM this year? I feel the game mode has been significant improvements for multiple installments. This year we have added a lot to franchise mode with the inclusion of unique team owners and the ability to control finances. You can change ticket prices, budgets, perform arena upgrades and repairs, set marketing promotions, and relocate your franchise. We've also added owner goals that are based on your owner's personality, which makes your team feel very different. Ticket prices, that's cool. Will there be any unlockable stat boosts or equipment for playing on ESHL? The rank system won't be enough to keep me playing. There won't be stat boosts for NHL 17. The mode is based around a balanced player's class system where your skills with the controller and how you play as a team are the prime differentiator in who wins games. However, with the amount of customization options you can unlock, there's a lot of items that will allow you to show off how far you and your team has progressed and the accomplishments you have marked along the way. FIFA just announced we're going to Frostbite. It's NHL, so alright, Frostbite is like a kind of computing system. No, NHL isn't on the Frostbite engine this year, but we're always sharing technology, tools, and learnings across EA to ensure we deliver the best experiences in our players. Frostbite is an incredible engine that I'd expect to see more of it in EA games in the future. How long, on average, this is the last question, does it take to make an NHL game? Do you start it from scratch each year, or do you build it from upon previous versions? So this isn't about the gameplay, this is about the creation of it. And Minnesota is really destroying Chicago, like always. In the regular season, like always, get swept in the playoffs, but regular season, Minnesota always seems to beat Chicago. Do you realize that? Alright, so we continue to build on the previous version each year, knowing that the game will come out every year as an aggressive cycle. So we typically start on the next version months prior to the launch of the current version, so we give ourselves as much time as possible to build features. Alright, so that's their words. So it looks they gave some more details, things like ticket prices. They gave more details about ESHL. There's a lot of details in this video, and like I said from the questions, if you want to see them out in written form, if you prefer that, then I'll leave the link in the description. All rights go to them. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to like and subscribe. I'll just show you how this sim went. Things are looking pretty good for Minnesota Wild over here. Commentate a little bit. So up the left side, there goes Panarin. 9 on the clock. Panarin in the offensive zone. 12 down in the left circle. Threw it to the net. Stopped easily by Dubnyk. There's Granlund holding. 1 on the clock. And the Minnesota Wild pull it off. They defeat the Chicago Blackhawks 4-1. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that. I'm actually a pretty good commentator. So, I'll see you guys next time. Hope you enjoyed the simulation and everything and the questions. And if you have any questions, leave them below. And, all rights go to that website. And I look forward to seeing you guys next time.